Let me guess. You found one of those ridiculous handbills Reginus posted all over town. Gods, it's like we're holding auditions for children's theater. Please understand, this is a serious commitment. You really wish to join the Antiquarian Circle? The University of Gwylem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as we go. We've made hundreds of discoveries, thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, an invention of our university's founder, Tiraine Fyre. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost to history. Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the antiquarian's eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the aptitude, the eye will reject you. Couldn't be simpler. Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement. Well, well, well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabrielle, our most accomplished antiquarian. I wonder what secrets you might find gazing through the eye. In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle? An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabrielle's tutelage and my rigorous oversight, we may make a true scholar of you yet. Welcome to the Circle, Antiquarian. Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabrielle Benele. I can provide some scholarly advice, but when it comes to using the Antiquarian's eye itself, you'll find no better teacher than Gabrielle. Downstairs poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. I'd almost think she was trying to make the rest of us look bad if she wasn't so confoundedly cheerful. At any rate, she'll get you sorted. Speak with me again once Gabrielle's taught you the basics. I know I can come across as chilly, but truthfully, I'm anxious to get you into the field. Because I'm not a mage. Don't make a face. I never said I possess the aptitude. We all contribute to the circle in our own way. You may wield the eye, but rest assured, my skill as a writer is no less important. Not just writing. Few can match my knowledge of ancient history, aside from those who lived through it all, like that insufferable dark elf Devaith Fear. You may find these relics, but it's incumbent upon me to tell you what they are.
You must be the Antiquarian Circle's most recent addition, eh? Greetings. Sorry for the mess. I'll tidy up down here, you know, eventually. Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get started. It all begins with concentration. The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass. Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern. Eventually, you'll stop looking at the lens and start looking through it. Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass. Concentrate, and the facets should merge. Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye, but you only need to reach the foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location. If you lose your focus, just try again. I'll meet you in the courtyard. Looks like this is the spot. Time to excavate the antiquity. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation, and don't rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability. Digging can result in an unsteady dig cycle, so be mindful of its stability.
Attendants. Let's get inside.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead,
If you had listened to us,
like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right. Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Icereach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is. Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right. Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew mine. We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in? Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? Reach witches. They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you. Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. I know my enemies. You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips. Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder. That would not go so well for you.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother? Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her? And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds? My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something. No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me, just in time to see her murdered. My father? Listen to me? When Horkers fly, maybe, but probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that. He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but shadows.
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
My wife, she is like ice, so cold, so pale. There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way, except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside, pale as snow. He was fast, so fast, ran toward the Hall of the Dead. He never even looked back at what he had done.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arkay's grace, and the vampire fled before his sacred presence. Toward the main gate, I prayed the guard finished off the depraved creature before it took another innocent life.
Hilazon is disappointed in these solitude nodes. No empathy for one seeking his lost sister.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong? A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Cenolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of your business? The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away. You think... would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject! No more talk. I need to get Cenolia off the street.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start. Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires, and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again? Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Svanna. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered.